screaming. I was telling him to stop. It was incredibly painful. And he was acting like it was nothing. First drink started to have some effect on me. And I just thought, wow, these are really strong drinks. It wasn't until Sean Combs was waiting in the wings. He was watching from some sort of vantage point.
That spent so much time defending this man. This man was allowed to be with every presidential candidate. He was allowed to throw parties. He was hailed as a hero. And yet behind the scenes, everyone knew that this is what he was engaged in.
An anonymous John Doe sat down with CNN on Tuesday, December 10th, to publicly share the traumatic toll that the alleged abuse he endured at the hands of scene Diddy Combs has had on his life. Doe initially filed his complaint against the music mogul on October 14th, claiming he was drugged and assaulted by Diddy at one of his infamous white parties nearly 2 decades ago. Speaking anonymously on camera about the details of his civil suit, Doe revealed that he had kept the secret of his alleged abuse since 2007, not even telling his then-wife due to the shame he associated with the incident.
Then he took advantage of it.
The full gravity of it lives with me to this day, Doe told CNN during an interview conducted at his home in New Jersey. It affects every single thing you do for the rest of your life. Doe is the first civil accuser of Diddy to publicly speak to the media. According to his lawsuit, Doe was employed by a private security firm in 2007 when he was asked to work at one of Diddy's white parties at the producer's estate in East Hampton, New York. The lawsuit claims that throughout the evening, Diddy provided Doe with 2 alcoholic drinks that he believes were laced with GHB and ecstasy. After consuming the second drink, Doe began feeling extremely ill. At this point, the suit alleges that Diddy approached him, initially expressing what seemed to be concern. However, the victim later interpreted Diddy's actions differently, claiming that the rapper forcibly pushed him into an empty vehicle. Inside the car, Doe alleges that Diddy held him down despite his pleas for help. In his lawsuit, Doe is seeking both compensatory and punitive damages, alleging that the assault and its aftermath have caused lasting harm.
You allege that you were forcibly pushed into an SUV by Sean Combs. That act alone, according to your lawsuit, left you in considerable pain. And then once inside,
There were several inconsistencies between the details shared by Doe in his interview with CNN and the original complaint filed in October. The original lawsuit stated that the alleged assault occurred in 2006, but Doe later clarified in his interview that it took place in 2007. The suit also claimed that Doe had never been married in 2006, but this was contradicted by his interview. Additionally, Diddy's infamous white party, where Doe's allegations took place, was held in the Hamptons in 2007. After CNN pointed out these discrepancies, Doe's attorneys filed an amended complaint, acknowledging that mistakes were made in the rush to file and correcting the details. In his interview with CNN, Doe described feeling powerless after allegedly being drugged with 2 spiked alcoholic drinks, which he said felt like the equivalent of 15 drinks. He called it an amazing level of incapacitation that left him unable to control his actions. He also explained that he struggled to leave the party due to the drug's effects and the pain in his body. Doe then reported the incident to his supervisor, according to his lawsuit, but claimed that after reporting the abuse, he was never asked to work for the security firm again. He recalled his manager dismissing the matter, saying, "I'll talk to him." Following this, Doe said his manager stopped communicating with him entirely, blacklisting him from future work. As a result of the alleged abuse, Doe said his career as a security guard ended, and his marriage also fell apart. He claimed that the trauma he experienced had severely impacted his relationships. In his lawsuit, Doe spoke about the emotional and mental health struggles he has faced in the years since the incident. For the first time, Doe also revealed that a celebrity witnessed the alleged abuse, though he did not name the individual. He told CNN that one high-profile person found the situation amusing. Diddy's representatives declined to comment on these allegations. However, when the original complaint was filed in October 2024, his legal team issued a blanket statement to CNN denying the accusations. The statement reiterated that Diddy's legal team had full confidence in the facts, his legal defenses, and the integrity of the judicial process, asserting that the truth will prevail, and that Diddy had never assaulted anyone, adult or minor, man or woman. Doe's complaint was filed alongside numerous other anonymous claims, all represented by attorneys Tony Busby and Andrew Van Arsdale. The lawyers have stated they represent at least 120 accusers planning to file lawsuits against Diddy. So far, they have filed 20 civil suits.
Now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean.
Following CNN's publication of the story, attorneys for the embattled music producer Diddy responded to Doe's amended complaint. In a statement to CNN, they addressed recent revelations about Busby, who was exposed this week for allegedly pressuring clients to bring false cases against Diddy. Public records also revealed that, contrary to previous allegations, there was no white party in the Hamptons in 2006. As a result, Busby amended his complaint, changing the date and year of the alleged event. Diddy's attorneys dismissed the accusations, with one attorney calling them patently ridiculous and reiterating their commitment to pursuing cases they believe have merit. "We don't pressure people, nor do we need to," the attorney stated in an email to CNN. Currently in federal custody, as he awaits trial on charges of extortion and racketeering conspiracy, Diddy has pleaded not guilty and denies all allegations of wrongdoing. He is facing roughly 30 civil lawsuits filed against him in the past year, including several from accusers like Doe, who have chosen to remain anonymous. In an interview, Doe explained his decision to stay under a pseudonym, saying, "I have a semblance of a life, a very quiet life. I would prefer what little is left of it to be left alone." He added that nothing could give me back the person I was before that evening. In mid-October of this year, 7 new civil lawsuits were filed against Diddy, including 2 from accusers who claimed they were minors when they were allegedly drugged and assaulted by the music producer.
Diddy Combs, a music mogul, is facing a series of new civil lawsuits, including allegations that 2 teens.
For the first time in a year-long wave of litigation against Diddy, other celebrities have been implicated in an alleged incident, although they have not been named in the lawsuit. A Jane Doe, who claimed she was 13 years old in 2000, filed a complaint stating that she was invited by a limo driver to attend an MTV Video Music Awards afterparty hosted by Diddy in New York City. After consuming a beverage, she reportedly began feeling drowsy and sought a place to lie down. The complaint alleges that Diddy, accompanied by an unnamed male and female celebrity, entered the room where she was resting. "You are ready to party," Diddy allegedly told her, according to the filing. When reached for comment, Diddy's representatives referred CNN to a previous statement from his legal team, which denied the allegations in this and 6 other lawsuits filed that same week. The statement expressed confidence in Diddy's legal defenses and the integrity of the judicial process, asserting that the truth will prevail in court. The statement further denied that Diddy had ever engaged in any sexual misconduct, whether with adults or minors. The new lawsuits, 5 of which were filed in federal court in New York and 2 in New York State Superior Court, allege sexual assault, harassment, battery, or false imprisonment by Diddy between 2000 and 2022. The incidents reportedly took place at parties hosted by Diddy in New York, Los Angeles, or Las Vegas, with many of the allegations occurring during the same period. Meanwhile, Diddy's legal team is seeking new grounds to argue for his release from federal custody while he awaits trial. His lawyers have requested that the appeals court pause one of the appeals to allow them to present new information to the judge overseeing his case, federal judge Aaron Subramanian. However, prosecutors have opposed any delay in the appeal process. In a separate development, James Comey's daughter, who previously litigated the case in which Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted for her role in the abuse and exploitation of minors with Jeffrey Epstein, recently informed the court that she has joined the prosecution in Diddy's case. Judge Aaron Subramanian denied Diddy's request for release on bail, citing compelling evidence of his propensity for violence, the risk of witness tampering, and his violation of Bureau of Prisons regulations during pretrial detention. The judge noted that prosecutors had presented clear and convincing evidence that no set of conditions could ensure the safety of the community or guarantee Diddy's compliance with the case. In their letter opposing Diddy's request for release on $50 million bail, prosecutors emphasized a pattern of violence toward women and staff. In contrast, Diddy's defense team argued that his detention since his September arrest violated his constitutional rights and that the government has waged a campaign to prevent him from receiving a fair trial. While many celebrities who were once close to Diddy have remained silent, a few have begun to speak out. Ray J, the singer, claimed that high-profile figures have been reaching out to victims, offering money in exchange for their silence. Aspiring singer and songwriter Taa Wallace also described an unsettling experience at a 2018 party, where she allegedly saw minors dressed provocatively with red lipstick and styled as Harajuku Barbies.
Was at I believe to be one of P. Diddy.
Ty Storrs, John Legend's manager, shared her experience, recounting a terrifying incident in the late 1990s when she attended a party hosted by Diddy in street bars. She described being locked in a bedroom during the event and managed to talk her way out, thinking the situation was an isolated and unusual occurrence. However, she later realized that what happened that night was not an anomaly, but rather a reflection of a deeper, pervasive culture within the music industry. In response to the allegations against her son, Janice Smalls, Diddy's mother issued a statement through the family's attorney. She expressed that she was devastated and profoundly saddened by the accusations, suggesting that those accusing Diddy of misconduct were motivated by financial gain. She also compared the situation to cases involving individuals who have been wrongfully convicted due to their past actions or mistakes. However, she did acknowledge that her son may not have been entirely truthful in his denials of assault allegations raised by his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. In September, a documentary was released for streaming on Tubi, featuring an interview with Diddy's lawyer, Mark Anillo. In the interview, Anillo addressed the leak of a surveillance video showing Diddy allegedly shoving and kicking his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. Anillo referred to the charges as part of a larger takedown of a successful black man, and indicated that he did not expect Diddy to accept a plea bargain.
I'm with him since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's about almost 3 o'clock now. He's just laser focused. He's engaged.
While the federal indictment names only Diddy as a defendant, it implicates some of his employees and associates as members of the criminal enterprise he allegedly led. Over the past year, a series of civil lawsuits against him have also identified several powerful and wealthy figures within his circle. Some of these individuals are directly accused by plaintiffs of wrongdoing, whether for witnessing the abuse without intervening or allegedly providing drugs to Diddy. Others, including Prince Harry, Nicki Minaj, and Usher, are merely mentioned in passing without accusations of misconduct. Whether more high-profile names will emerge in the future remains to be seen. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Celeb Scoop, and until next time.